Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Celeb Factor. Here at The Office, each main character's happiest and saddest scene. Number 10, happiest, Andy, named the manager. While Andy was frequently driven by his affection for some women of his life, neither Angela nor Aaron was ever quite right for him. However, when he's named the manager of Dunder Mifflin's Scranton branch, there's only glee on Andy's face. He was so happy to move up in the company and feel like he earned his Cornell heritage.
Desk and be quiet. Sorry I annoyed you with my friendship.
Number 9, saddest, Andy. Aaron breaks up with him. After Andy's tenure as regional manager goes haywire, Aaron made the decision to break up with him and date Pete instead. She was not happy over his decision to leave her and his job for a 3-month boat trip. It's not just his getting dumped, but it's that Aaron breaks up with him while Dave Wallace is on speakerphone and he hears that Andy was away from his job for months. He wasn't immediately fired, but it was the first domino to fall for his eventual departure. Number 8, happiest, Pam. I'm sorry, what was the question? At the end of the job, one of the most iconic television moments of all time occurs when Jim races back from New York to ask Pam out. The look on Pam's face might be the happiest any Office character was for all 9 seasons. With tears in her eyes, she says, I'm sorry, what was the question? It's iconic.
We never got the timing right.
Number 7, saddest, Pam. Jim and Karen's fight. Just a dozen or so episodes prior, though, Pam was feeling one of her saddest moments. Her engagement with Roy had long since fallen apart, and Jim's return to Scranton was marred by his dating Karen. Pam's always a good friend, though, and she decides to help get Jim through a fight with Karen, which is some solid advice. Yet this leads to Pam crying alone in a hallway, devastated over the feeling that she blew her chance at her one true love.
I asked you if you could use the phone and you swore that you knew how.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
Number 6, Jim happiest. Cece's a girl. The moment after Jim and Pam get married is a close contender for Jim's happiest moment. He told the camera that marrying Pam was plan A. Yes, he's delighted to have a child with Cece, but when Pam eventually lets it slip that they're having a daughter, Jim immediately wells up and forgives Pam's lapse.
I'm so cocky about my rectangle holding skills after all.
You're not serious.
Number 5, Jim's saddest. Couple counseling. Season 9 has some tricky moments between Jim and Pam. After an argument over the phone, the two decide to engage in some couple counseling, while they try to weather Jim's being a filly while Pam manages the household alone. When they aim to speak their truths in Paper Airplane, the episode ends with a bickering, passive-aggressive sort of spat between the two and subsequent disinterest in expressing affection to Jim by Pam. When he grabs his coat and waves to Pam, only to see her ignoring him completely, it's definitely evident that Jim realizes his marriage might be on life support.
Well, to speak my truth,
Number 4, Dwight happiest, proposing to Angela. The last 3 episodes of The Office are a pretty good time to be Dwight Schrute. He's named regional manager by David Wallace before proposing to Angela, learning Philip is his son and marrying Angela in the finale with Michael as his bestest match. To pinpoint the happiest moment, it seems it's when he proposes to Angela. And then he reconnects with his true love and learns he's a father. I'm a dad, he exclaims.
Put there by the gangster patriarch of the Coors dynasty.
Number 3, saddest, Dwight. Angela dates Andy. Dwight from The Office in the stairwell is crying and reaches out to hug Jim, who has left. It was a winding road between Dwight and Angela, and after the two broke up at the start of season 4, he tried to earn her forgiveness by buying a cat. Andy then found the same cat wandering the office building and found a home for it with Angela. It's a crushing moment for Dwight to witness because she allowed Andy to ask her out on a date, and it's honestly really sad.
that's right, you did. Now that I think about it,
Number 2, happiest, Michael, calling Holly. There might not be one shed of genuine happiness from Michael before Holly Flax arrives to work in the HR department. When he's feeling uncertain about appending his routine, though, he decides to call Holly just to hear her voice. They immediately start joking around with one another, and Michael starts to laugh a genuine laugh, not a manufactured one or a performative one. He was finally living his dream.
Happy!
Number 1, saddest, Michael, the bird funeral. In season 3, Michael learns that Ed Truck, his former boss, was decapitated. It sends him into a spiral as he begins to contemplate his own mortality and the disturbing notion that Ed Truck was alone when he died. These emotions came after his flirtation with Jan was squashed, to the point where Michael intuitively knew that Jan was always wrong for him. He had no friends, no romance, and a condo that Dwight dubbed a coffin. Michael put all his deep sadness and fear of loneliness into a bird who died in the parking lot. His crying during the funeral is heart-wrenching for anyone who knew what Michael was actually going through.
Really wanted to come inside our building.
But this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.